Welcome back to the Traders Network. I'm Michael Yorba, your host. Thanks for joining us. We're also streaming to you live on yorbamedia.com and broadcasting to you from the Dallas KFXR 1190 AM Clear Channel Studios. Okay, first guest today on the CEO portion of our show, the CEO interview portion of our show, Don Sallot. He is the President, CEO, and Chief Architect of Information Reporting Solutions. Believe me, this is front page stuff. Everybody's worried about how to keep all of their data intact and how to keep it safe. These guys do it. All right, Don, welcome back to the show. Welcome to the show. Thanks for showing up.
Yes, thank you for inviting me.
My pleasure. All right, you got 25 years in this industry, the data management space. Walk us through a little background on you and what your company does, and then we'll get right into the products and how you solve the biggest issues on the front page of today's newspapers.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. After, providing, data management and data government services to major companies throughout the United States, we discovered a real need to provide a solution for business unit managers to understand and manage their, company's information assets.
Right.
And,
now,
what's really good about this is some of the companies we've partnered with and worked with is, like Mattel, Hallmark, Hormel, educational industries, pharmacy benefit management companies, all having this type of need. So what we found was what was needed was an enterprise-wide, secure, integrated information repository that was easy to use and wasn't supported from a technical standpoint. So that's kind of what led us into providing this solution. Since there's been a lot of what I might call litigation and things like that for sensitive information being released to the public or to competitors.
Right. Now, walk us through. You bring up something that normally doesn't hit the news wires until something's gone wrong. Litigation. Open that up just a little bit for me.
Okay, good. That's a real important topic because there's a couple categories of why companies need to really manage their information for regulatory litigation and corporate intellectual property protection purposes. And just to cite a couple cases, the HHS imposed a $4.3 million civil money penalty against Cigna Health in Prince George's County.
Okay.
Shasta Regional Medical Center settled a HIPAA privacy case for $275,000, so on and so forth. Mm-hmm. Major litigation has went on with management not having their hands on what kind of information assets that they have and what type of impact, if they got out, that would have on the company, which is significant.
Yep.
And we can go deeper in that because there's been a lot of corporate espionage from the standpoint of stealing trade secrets and those type of things. As an example, Opel versus Volkswagen, IBM versus Hitachi, Microsoft versus Oracle. These type of things have happened when there were patents underway. They slip the information out the door. Management doesn't know the nature of the information that is being, generated by their departments and their employees, and sometimes it walks out the door.
Now,
I mean, even in the area of proprietary and operational information, such as customer data sets, pricing. As an example, if I have a competitor and I want to know what your pricing is planning to be next year, and I'm a competitor, I like to have my hands on that. If I get my hands on that, then I can compete against you, maybe lower my price or added value. So there's a lot of different areas that go into actually managing and understanding the information assets.
Bring out the key business managers who should have access to this and where the information is stored.
Oh, okay, good. That's a real good one. Basically, in working with the companies, large and small, that I've worked with, of course you have your CEO and you have your executives, vice presidents, and so on. So basically, we want to categorize it where there is a information government administration piece that says, I'm going to establish within my enterprise a governance body that understands the needs and the information criticality of the information that we have. And then, as an example, we may have CTOs, and CTOs have staff, and then that information under that CTO should possibly be the business owner for their type of information, who can see it, when they can see it, who has access to it, how valuable it is to the company, those type of things. And basically, what we do, well, I don't necessarily want to talk about what we do, but the big thing is having what we built basically was a information asset repository. And basically, it's a cloud-based application that supports data governance, and end users, business folks, can actually use the application without having a programmer or IT involved to show them how to use it.
I get the feeling you actually help companies, aside from keeping them protected, you actually reduce costs by streamlining the data retrieval process.
Oh, absolutely, yes. There's a couple critical elements within the entire process. We've got to be able to integrate a centralized repository for all information. So that's a 360 view of a corporate set of information and classification of that information of what is the impact to the company if it gets out. Is it going to affect company personnel? Is it going to affect our financial situation? Is it going to affect our competitiveness? Those type of things. Mm-hmm. They need to be able to easily index and find information. So, example, let's say I'm an accounts payable, and I have vendors, and I have pricing, and I have all of these receipts coming in, and I have a financial portfolio that says over this period of time, I have to be paying this amount of money. Well, I need to know of that information, what's the most important information. So as an example, I don't want to get out that maybe I am past due on significant suppliers, because that would hurt our reputation of paying our bills. So we would classify that as very high risk, and it can impact the view of how our company looks.
All right, let me jump in here for just a second because we only have a short amount of time to get a lot of information in. I wanted to know, I was looking at your information here, an SaaS application. It eliminates the need for any technological support and maintenance from your company. That's a big one. Tell me about that for a second.
Okay, good. Our product is a software as a service. Basically, what we do, we provide a URL that they can go into their internet, secured, and log on, and it goes into a cloud. It's not within their IT organization or in their servers, and they can access it from that standpoint. So they're actually subscribing to a process, application that's already been built and tested in an enterprise-type mode. I mean, it's not supported by maybe someone in the department or someone in IT. It's a strategic implementation. So it's a software as a service in the cloud. And the cloud is nothing more than a repository supplied by Rackspace or Amazon or GoDaddy or places like this that can hold big data.
Got it. All right, that's very interesting. All right, we're out of time, but before we go,
wow. Okay.
Yeah, it flies, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. Contact
information for your company so our audience can reach out to you and find out more about what we spoke about today.
Sure. We have a couple methods. One method is email, and we also have a website. So let me go through the website first real quick. It is www.IAPMS-home.com. That's IAPMS-home.com. A good way to get a hold of us would be email IAPMS.KFXR KATHY at IAPMS-HOME.com. This provides access into our website. You can ask for demos. You can ask for further information, our support team, those type of things. So we also have a landline. You can contact us. Email, we don't lose track of any calls through email, but our landline is 210-314-7112.
Perfect. Don, thank you so much for taking the time to come on to our show.
Okay, I really appreciate it, and thank you.
My pleasure. Don Sallot, he is President, CEO, Chief Architect, Information Reporting Solutions. And special thanks to Monk Media and 1-800-publicrelations.com for all their PR and media support. Coming up next, Doug Croxwell, CEO, Marathon Patent Group. These people go out and gather up patents. We'll be right back.